TheSmartLocal.com.
Are y'all very confident?
Nope.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Wow, long time no see.
Yeah, boy.
Were you a good student throughout your schooling days?
What does good student mean?
Academically.
Like can get good grades kinda?
Depends on the subject. Like for maths, right? No. But everything else pretty okay.
My maths is so bad that for O-level prelims, I got 13 out of 100. The maths HOD make the top 20 bottom scorers stand up, and then he was like, everyone look at them. You want to be like them?
Oh my god,
And then,
shame you
and then the thing is, I'm not even the lowest. This guy, he got 7. Then I look at him, then I was like, hey, and he's like, hey.
Yeah, I think for both of us, after our O-levels onwards is a dark period of our life.
Yeah, but maybe we early bloomers.
I think my O-level is not bad. I think I got like maybe 11.
Hey, me too.
Yeah, like R5 11.
What is the hardest exam you've ever taken?
All levels honestly. The driving one. But the practical one, not the theory. The theory easy.
Oh my god.
Me and Fazil got high score
Taking A-levels, right, was the first time in my life I felt my hairline recede.
For some reason, I keep remembering that my PSLE maths paper was damn hard.
If you ask me the area of a circle right now,
There was something about pi.
Pi R square.
R square pi. I don't know.
Half
I only
pi.
know that it made me hungry for pi.
Oh my.
No, but this is why ever since I was young, I need like an engineer husband, you know. So like, wow, his mind numbers. Then my mind is like, words.
Xers and engineer.
Oh.
Right now.
Right now, is it?
Can we go engineer? Basically, we found the kind of people that we want.
In 2020, Singapore was ranked #1 highest IQ in the world. Do you agree with that?
I mean, if the stats say so, we agree or disagree also don't matter.
I'm not surprised though.
But I know like countries like the US, I think they were trying to model after Singapore's like math textbooks. We do have quite a big educational influence lah.
I feel like we'll be ranked #1 for hardest exam and most hardworking students
Yes.
and very sad childhood life.
And like the most stressful education system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for like IQ, I would think like India though.
I saw this documentary, right, in this place in China, this particular state, right, everyone goes there to study for their Gaokao. Which is like damn crazy, yeah.
Oh.
It's like, you know, like certain countries got certain places for tourist attraction.
Yeah.
This particular state go there is for Gaokao attraction. So like got accommodation for student, accommodation for the parents, their company or that kind of thing.
Okay, in this episode of Singaporeans Try, we'll have you guys take China's Gaokao or college entrance exam.
I'm scared.
We love China daddies.
Oh yes.
I want to enter the
Oh my
school
god.
so that I can
Oh my god. Oh my god. 花成语
Oh my
蔡徐
god.
坤很帅。
张艺兴
Oh my god, I shouldn't have said it! I manifested Gaokao!
When deeply absorbed in work, blank.
He often was. He would forget all about eating or sleeping. Which?
Yeah.
Wait, by the way, it's a competition between both of you.
Oh, I'm not gonna help you. Ha ha ha.
Hey, to be very honest, right, there's more than one answer.
When deeply absorbed in work, that he often was no. Which he often was maybe. Where he often was no. When he often was. Okay, I know already. So the thing about English is right, you just need to read it out.
Yes, that's
How does
true.
it sound?
Reveal your answer in 3, 2, 1.
Boy.
B.
B.
Oh, I don't even know whether it's correct. You're so excited for what?
You are my answer sheet.
Yay! I was so scared.
Yeah!
Is it green for correct? Amazing lah.
就是这样。
One step to going to a China college.
Hey!
For one split second, I doubted myself. Like, it's gonna be wrong.
Did you doubt yourself because I got the same answer?
No, I doubted myself because I was like, you know, sometimes it's too easy. You think maybe it's a trick.
We can go 北大而已。
北大我来了。
就是。
不可以太掉以轻心。
什么来的？
Right.
This is not a proverb test. No need to show off.
It's 中国高考 so I need to yeah.
Oh my god, not you trying to seduce China daddies.
I mean if they 如果你们在看的话，你好。
What do I know? Hello.
The next one is politics.
Politics!
Hey, why are you kidding me?
Wow, question 2.
the
President
hell?
Xi Jinping has said that while art is based on imagination, it should still be down to earth.
There may be hundreds of ways to create art. The best way, however, is to trace back to the people's daily lives and create something based off of that. From a materialism point of view, this is because... What is a materialism point of view?
Think about like, art is the material.
I realize I have no idea what materialism is, so I want to
I
clock out of this question already.
This is because 1. Art originates from daily lives of people. 2. Art depends on innovation. 3. The way art reflects on society and its style is unified. And 4. Art is a form of ideology that reflects people's lives while at the same time serving the people.
It's only question 2 eh.
Number 1 is definitely one of the options. Is it? Because he talked about being
Trace back.
to people's daily lives, mama.
To create art is to trace back.
Correct.
Create something big.
Okay lah. Art is a form of ideology that reflects people's lives while at the same time serving.
I think this is true.
Yeah.
Because the art is from their lives, but then it also serves the people because when they see the art, they're like, oh, very nice.
Agree.
I'm gonna go with 1 and 4.
Okay lah.
Okay lah.
Not confident.
I'm not confident. I put red.
3, 2, 1.
Oh!
B.
You look very intense.
I don't know. I was thinking 2 and 4, but there's no such option, so I'm gonna go with 2 and 3. C.
I just want to say that this question is not so straightforward, okay? So there is politics because they involve President Xi Jinping. There is sociology and philosophy because there's materialism. So I am very unconfident.
Maybe wrong, yeah.
Are you all very confident?
Nope.
Okay, one of you is correct.
Wow. Look at that.
Expert on materialism.
Oh my god, we're geniuses, we're
We are
geniuses.
politics, we can it.
Wow, heng ah. No, actually nothing is by chance. We knew it all along lah, please. 讲什么？就是要 B for beta.
I tell you from question 1 to 2, right, it really jumped like by what, 8 levels?
Oh my
But
god.
we still scored.
He on X Games mode.
I think this question put into perspective what we're getting ourselves into.
No, I feel like it's harder and harder and harder.
Yeah.
This one is just the easier one.
Correct. And this question too.
Oh dear.
Okay, this is geography.
Wow! Geography.
Between June and August, a cruise ship travels from Fujian province to Venice, passing by Mumbai. Which of the following would it experience on the way?
Oh my god.
I never take a ship from
No.
Fujian to Venice before
I never
passing
took
Mumbai.
a
So how I
ship,
know?
only to Pulau Ubin.
When passing through the South China Sea, the crews will face continuous rain. When passing through the Mediterranean Sea, the crews will experience several days of rainstorms. It's all rain lah.
When passing through the Red Sea, large stretches of forest will be seen alongside the coast. D. When passing through the Arabian Sea, the crews will sail against winds and currents. I literally do not know.
I cannot, if you put a map down here, right, I cannot tell you
Yeah.
where are the seas, what are the seas.
And you tell me what they're gonna face. I only know that if I'm on the ship, I'll be IG storying the window view. Wow!
I don't even know where is Fujian. China. Fujian.
Fujian is South China. South China means it can either go left or go right on the world map. High chance this one go right.
I don't even know what you're talking about anymore. Okay.
So that means it will pass by the South China Sea. It will not pass by the Arabian Sea, if I'm not wrong.
Actually, right, I think I'm gonna go with C. The logic is because, right, A, B, and C, right, all got to do with climate conditions, right?
Maybe I just choose C because it rhymes. C is the option. You don't know which C. Then you just have to choose C.
This is the part where since I need to tikam, right? I will always tikam based on an answer that is personal to me because I feel like the gods of exam papers like want to bless me and they're giving me a hint.
But suddenly D looks very plausible also because any cruise confirm will sail against winds and currents, right?
3, 2, 1.
C.
Oh!
What's
Okay.
the reason? What's the reason?
Red is my favorite color.
Even if we didn't get it right, in terms of IQ I think we have some kind of creativity.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's the one that was least plausible.
Never mind, one question only. Beta still can.
Beta, I might not be good at geography, but I'm good at other things.
We are good at art. We create a thing back on the spot.
Oh! No! Get it out of my face!
I tell you, after O levels, right, I really throw all formulas out of my head.
Yes. How to even read this out?
If x plus y is greater than or equals to a, x minus y is less than or equal to minus 1. And the minimum value of z equals x plus y is 7. What is a? Wow. Okay, mathematics.
Why got Z? What? Can they just stick to one letter or not?
Oh, okay, I can do this because I can just slot in each of the choices.
X
Okay.
plus Y bigger or equal to A. Okay. There's so little numbers. How am I gonna do this?
I hate math so
I
much.
don't know how to start.
Are you just writing things?
No, but I legit need more paper.
Use mine. You know what? We're gonna tag team this question.
But I don't know whether
get it wrong
I don't know
anyway.
whether my method is even correct.
Yes, I believe in you. I'm gonna hype you up for this one. You know what, Joyce? You're so freaking smart.
This is the kind of question where my teacher taught me to just skip. Then you finish, then you come back. You got time, then you do. But it is where I got no time.
I shall say that I have arrived at an answer.
Let's go with
C.
sure.
That time my teacher tell me that most of the time multiple choice question answer is C.
Yeah.
Show your answer.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
B.
I wanna see how ridiculous it can be.
Oh.
Wow.
My mom was just like, you know what? Maths is not for you. It wasn't for me either.
4 students can choose to participate in a charity event either on Saturday or Sunday. What is the probability that there is at least one student at both Saturdays and Sundays events? Okay.
Wait, 4 students. Let me just draw them out for visual purposes.
Actually, the chances quite high, what? No man, there's only 2 days to choose from. Hello?
How do you calculate probability?
I don't even know leh.
Actually, yeah, it's like the kind that you times, then you get the
Yeah.
the fraction already, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's A.
I don't even plan to use proper math eh.
Oh,
I plan
neither do I.
I plan to use gut feel.
Okay, scenario number 1. All of them go on Saturday. 1, 2, 3, 4. 0 go on Sunday. Scenario number 2. All of them go on Sunday. Number 3. The whole exam I just plotting all the scenarios.
It's not my plan.
I remember it's always like fraction A times fraction B, right? Then suddenly the denominator become like quite big kind. What's there? Why got X?
So based on this calculation, I think the answer could be D.
You're supposed to answer the question in like 3 minutes.
How? More like 3 hours and 10 pieces of graph paper and 2 tissue boxes for my tears.
At this point, I am feeling we should not diverge.
If it's me, do I want to do extra stuff on a Saturday or a Sunday?
No, it's not about that. It's not about that. That's psychology.
3, 2, 1.
I feel like D is a bit too much, like 7/8. A is a bit too little. B is like probable.
Yeah, also most of the time multiple choice is C.
Let's go with
C.
sure.
That time my teacher tell me that most of the time multiple choice question answer is C.
Yeah.
Please let me be correct.
Okay, never mind.
Actually, that makes sense.
It's far from my answer.
It makes sense also.
We should have trusted your previous
Oh my.
the CY one.
So based on this calculation, I think the answer could be D.
China adopts the policy of freedom of religious belief and actively leads religions to be adapted to socialism. This means religious figures and believers are required to 1. Arm themselves with Marxist theory and scientific and cultural knowledge. 2. Interpret religious teachings in keeping with materialism.
Number 3, obey and serve the best interests of the country and nation while practicing religion. Number 4, love the motherland. Support the leadership of Communist Party and the socialist system and comply with the national laws, regulations and policies. This question feels like they're checking whether like
Yeah.
you are with the system.
Confirm got 4 and the answer.
I think it's 3 and 4.
Confirm.
How can you not love the motherland? Huh? Then how to go peta like that?
Okay, this one I know already.
I wrote an entire essay on Marx.
Oh my.
I don't know what's Marxist theory. I feel like I read it
Karl
before.
Marx, ma. Karl Marx is
Yeah
a
lah.
communist and socialist.
I feel like 3 and 4 are very similar actually.
I feel like it's 3 and 4.
It's just like a more fleshed out version.
I recall a little bit about Marxist theory, and I don't know whether they kind of like intermingle with scientific and cultural knowledge.
3, 2, 1.
D.
C. I feel like 1 is really calling out to me.
I feel quite confident in this.
I don't know why I wrote 3.
M. It was M.
M for marks.
Well, one of you is correct.
Stop it! Stop! Okay, I hope that it will be you this time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yay! I'm proud of you! I'm proud of you!
Hey, beta. This is the ta.
So smart.
Yay! I mean, this question kind of answered itself.
What do you mean?
Love the motherland, keep the best.
Yeah,
interests of
4
the
is
country.
too long. It's so suspicious.
I would say my score is take exam again next year.
So wait, this is just a basic examination for all kids who want to go into uni, is it?
Yeah, really. It's like the equivalent of A-levels.
Wow. They
Wow,
cover a lot of
A-levels,
ground,
eh?
man. Which is quite commendable, I think.
On one hand, it's very all-encompassing, which is good. But what if you already know what you're gonna specialize in and you know your strengths? Then imagine like someone who is damn bombs at like, you know, figures, calculations. Then they cannot answer the politics and English questions. Then so sad.
Honestly lah, I would say that their Gaokao exam, right, is really very like intense, and it's like very similar to the level of stress I felt for uni entrance exam.
The math one, right? Like, I don't even know how to start doing the working.
Imagine what I was thinking. You know what was going on in my head? The monkey
What?
clapping 2 symbols.
I think like the stakes are so much higher because this is like the one exam that every single citizen takes if they want to advance to uni, whereas we still can like, you know, choose JC or poly or like private diploma or ITE. It's like so many different routes you can take, and even if you just want to get your O-level cert and start working, that's fine. Yeah, so I think it's gonna be extremely stressful if I know that this one paper is gonna determine the rest of my life.
It's very similar in terms of like when we do A levels, right, or like uni entrance. You cannot just rely on smarts. You must have practiced and understood these concepts before, and that's why like you cannot logically solve these problems. You have to be familiar with the topics and concepts.
Yeah, I'm so glad that we're already working adults.
Yeah.
Like every single day I'm like, I'm so glad I'm not a student.
Yeah, like I'm so glad I'm done with O level.
Legit, last time when I was mugging for O-levels and I was like crying, I kept telling myself, just tahan for a while more, then you'll become a working adult and everything will be amazing. And it's true! It's true!
Thank you for watching this episode of Singaporeans Try. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
And also ring the notification bell and watch all our other videos over there. I hope you pass your exams with flying colors.